Hello, this is Ryan Conley, aka Residual Bitcoin Miner, and I'm coming to you today to discuss if Global is real and was Global potentially predicted. Okay, and I have been researching Global now for quite a few months. I'm actually on my 4th month. It kind of reminds me when I started getting involved in Bitcoin. There's a period of going down the rabbit hole, studying Bitcoin for so many months, and the more I learned about it, the more interested I became in it. And I'm finding actually the same thing to be true with Global. First of all, there's a lot of people out there that call Global a Ponzi scheme, and at first I admit that this kind of scared me off a little bit, just because I was part of Zeek Rewards way back in the day, and I put $20,000 into that thing back then and built something up to like $400,000+, and one day I was jumping out of an airplane skydiving, and I had pulled out a check for $75,000. The check got seized, Zeek was shut down, and that was my experience involved in a pyramid a Ponzi scheme. So I've been very weary, but the thing about it is the more you just look at the definition of a Ponzi scheme, basically what happens and how a Ponzi scheme ends up falling apart is when there's less people coming in than the more people that are exiting. And so in this case, supposedly now the rumor is that there's 250 million people now on board in Global, and that's a huge number right there. I don't even care if it's 1% of that number. That's still pretty dang impressive when we're talking affiliate programs, network marketing opportunities out there. And Global is something like an affiliate platform because it's more that you're pulling 10% off of what people come in with instead of taking a binary and go down many levels with it. But you know, the definition of a Ponzi, I have been able to actually get over that. And what I say to people is this: is first of all, it is not disputed that basically the world that we live in right now is a complete Ponzi scheme itself. Everything is ran by the banking cartel, and this disgusts me. The banking cartel is the hugest Ponzi scheme out there. The Federal Reserve, this is all a massive Ponzi. So what I tell people is this: actually, yes, it is a Ponzi scheme, this thing at Global, and that I believe the best way to defeat a Ponzi scheme in the world is actually to be part of even a better Ponzi scheme, and one that's powered by the people. So that's what BitClub Network is. I believe is we have a Ponzi scheme on our hands that honestly, I don't see this thing shutting down whatsoever. I've asked friends of mine, how's it going to be shut down? They say, no idea. You're dealing with a decentralized system, and you're also dealing with a decentralized currency. The money is never in, it never is in one location as it was the first time in Global, where it was done by fiat. They had to bring truckloads of money out of that thing when they shut it down because the money was all in one location. It was so much damn money, they had to weigh this stuff in tonnage, okay, instead of counting it. So it didn't matter if it was a $1 bill or $100 bill. They actually had to weigh these funds out. So again, we're dealing with crypto now. You can imagine how fast stuff is going with cryptocurrency. We're not talking about accumulation of fiat currency. So really what this is it's kind of like a siphoning money out of the fiat system and putting it into Bitcoin. And I really see that where this is going is if people say that if Bitcoin it hits 1% of the global population, we're talking about Bitcoin going up to $100,000 a coin. Okay, if anything is ever even to get Bitcoin even close to that, I would think it would be something like an Global thing. Even if we were able to get it to $30,000 a coin or something like that, I see that this is possible, and I'm just gonna make a future prediction here. I really think that looking back in history, something such as Global, with how they have this thing set up, I think it could go down the history books as something that was a massive part of actually sending Bitcoin viral. And I believe that is basically, this is the revolution. This is the banking revolution taking place, guys. And here I got like a revolution shirt on right now, right? This guy rioting. You know, that's what we are doing at BitClub, at MMM Global. So I think we have a responsibility to kind of embrace that situation. What I do tell people is this, two things. When you come in, don't put anything in that you can't afford to lose. Okay. Number two, pull out your money within 30 days so you're playing with the house's money. That's how I go ahead and I keep integrity there, right there, guys, because my reputation as an online marketer is very, very, very important to me. It's all that I have, especially to you guys out there that don't know me, that haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel below. Okay. And so that's really important for me to maintain my relationships long term. Okay, I've come across some other really important information. There's a guy named Edgar Cayce. Okay, he predicted the future. He would go down like these meditation sleeps, and he would actually predict. He's predicted world wars in the past. He has been a counselor to quite a few of the American presidents, actually, and predicted all kinds of things. And you can actually even see this on RT News that he actually predicted that Russia was going to come out and save the world. They were going to save the world basically from the current financial situation that we're in. Okay, I am seriously leaning to believe that if you believe in prophecy and all this kind of stuff, and potentially if you believe in Edgar Cayce's work, which when you look at it, it's kind of hard to almost deny in a lot of cases, that he was actually talking about MMM Global and coming out of Russia. I truly believe this, and I'm kind of curious what you guys have to think about this. But if you know what we're looking at right now is Russia currently is trying to fine people because if they use Bitcoin. And I think the reason why this is, and I think this needs to get out, is because back in 1994, Russia dealt with Sergey that made MMM Global back then, and he saw, and they witnessed 1/3 of Russians' money get confiscated into the system. So this time around, they're fully aware of Sergey being out of jail and that he's launched another MMM pyramid Ponzi scheme. Okay, and it is funny because I think that this is their way to protect their people from, well, not protect the people because they're actually harming the people, tell them not to get involved in Bitcoin or they'll be thrown in jail. But they're putting such harsh things on these people because they don't want them to team up MMM Global with Bitcoin, because very quickly it will destroy Russia's fiat system. I believe it will destroy. I believe it's going to, you know, crypto obviously is going to destroy all the fiat systems in the world, thank God. So like I say, I never want my kids growing up in a fiat system, and that's why I'm really passionate about what I'm doing right now at MMM Global. So I think looking at where we're at right now, you're going to see Russia, you know, put up their fight about don't use Bitcoin, because they surely don't want them in MMM Global. I think that you can actually go to jail in Russia if you're part of MMM Global too. So once the world catches on, we keep spreading Bitcoin across the world using MMM Global, Russia's going to become, Russia's going to look and say, hey, look, Vladimir Putin, who I have had respect for in the past as a leader, I think he is going to come to his senses and say, you know what? This thing actually does have the ability, and it could become made from Russia. You better believe it. Let's rock and roll with this. Send Bitcoin viral. Bitcoin actually explodes up out of Russia, turns completely legit, and Russia becomes a prime example of what's capable with cryptocurrency. So you guys, it's very interesting. I urge all of you out there that are like, MMM Global, it's not for me. I've looked at it. I don't really like what it stands for. Well, my question is to you, what do you stand for? Are you standing for the banking cartel? Because if you're not standing for MMM Global, really, there's chances are you're standing for the banking cabal, these elitists out there, Illuminati people that are running the world right now. And so your best chance to fight that is with MMM Global. I'd like to have a conversation with anyone that has an issue with MMM Global. And like I said, I'm putting my reputation on the line with my stipulations to protect people, promoting MMM Global when I am such a big member, even at Bit Club Network, where I believe everyone in MMM Global should eventually go is into Bit Club Network. So that's why I'm doing this. I've created a trifecta of 3 things I'm working on right now: mining Ethereum, whether it's at Bit Club Network or Genesis Mining, MMM Global for sending Bitcoin viral, Sorry about the beeping, guys. And also Bit Club Network, you know, for the long-term mining, and also the dispensing of Bitcoin through merchant processing. Sorry about the beeping. Anyways, you all, thank you so much for taking the time to check this video out. I really do believe that MMM Global has been mentioned in prophecy by Edgar Cayce. I invite you to research him. I'll put some links down below in my description here so you can take a look at what I'm talking about exactly. But if this is to come true, guys, it means freedom for all of our families away from the banking system, and that I'm excited for. Again, subscribe below, guys. Thank you. This is Ryan Conley, Bitcoin residual miner, signing off. I wish you all a blessed day. Take care.